All right, welcome back, everyone. We're back at our main base here. We're still waiting for the maple sapling here to finish curing. So we're just going to keep moving around and getting things done. What do we have to get rid of? I know I brought a bunch of things in here. So okay, so we have some items that we don't need. Extra copies of items. Let's take a look. Get rid of that. Don't need this book for now. Those are the only matches we've found so far, huh? We don't really need 5 bandages. I'm just gonna I usually like keep about 3 with me. Take a look here. So we have some leather we need to get rid of. What is the condition of our clothing overall? So the hat, so this is going to be replaced by the rabbit hat. Actually, I'm not even wearing it. Duh. Okay, this will be replaced by the rabbit hat, saying we don't have to repair this guy over here. These boots are getting very questionable. At this point, they're not going to be providing us much, but let's keep going through our inventory here. What are we doubled up on? We don't need. I'm gonna get rid of 2 flares. I just keep a couple on me just in case. Don't need this can. Actually, I stock my cans in a different place here, and then we'll get rid of that toolbox. The toolbox I'm gonna set. I set the toolbox on top of the workbench. I just put them all over there. Okay, so those are for fishing lures. Let's drop the toolbox. Keep the one on us. Okay. There's that. Let's see what. I think I was gonna do something else real quick. Oh. What time? Okay. So we need to go to bed. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah. So we'll be able to get to full rest at the start of the next day, I think, looking at our current fatigue. So let's do that. Go ahead and eat things. At least we got some coffee to make. We've already been through all the cabins around the lake. I'm trying to think of other places we haven't been. When we wake up the next day, we're gonna head out to the frozen lake. We'll grab, not lake, excuse me. Frozen lake's right outside. The frozen river. We're just gonna head over that way. We'll grab some more cattails along the way. We're gonna head over to the cabin. There's a cabin over there. So we're gonna head over check out that cabin. There should be some more saplings along the way, and we're just keep moving along here while we wait for the sapling. Right. Let's see. Oh, just leave the food where it is. Fill up on water. And where does that put us? Oh. Next time we make a fire, we'll need to make some water here. Okay. All right. What time? It's early morning, so it's going to be pretty cold outside. So, why don't we do something internally here? First, I'm going to kill that lantern so we're not wasting things. Okay. Yeah, tell you what, we have enough acorns for fishing for now. So let's go ahead and craft these. We still need to keep picking up more acorns as time goes on. We haven't been back at Trapper's. The hammer is there. We need the hammer to, after we cook the acorns, so you prepare them first, then after you prepare them, they kind of. So first of all, I want to show you something. This is what we can prepare right now. When I click away from this, I come back, you see another item here called prepare large acorns portions. So it takes 4 prepared acorns to make 2 large portions. And then once you do this, you can cook them. The next step is to cook them, because I don't think we can do anything with them in this state, can we? I don't think they can be used for anything right now. Yeah, so they have to be cooked prior to eating or hammering into grounds for coffee. So 2 things we can do with this. After we cook them, we can either eat them right away, or we can grind them into grounds to be used for other ingredients. So we'll grind them in the grounds is what we'll be doing for the burdock root. This can be made into teas. What I usually just use it for is I just eat it. So when you prepare it there, you can see you get... Is it up in health? Oh. I mean, it's food, but it's up in health because it provides some vitamin C. And as a tea, you can use it to make tea. So I can either eat this. This is 275 calories, so it's nothing to shake a stick at, as they say. So you can either eat it. I usually just eat them. They provide a good amount of calories here, and then they give me the vitamin C sort of on the road. So I usually just hang on to them rather than make them into a tea, because it can be made into an antibiotic tea, but I got plenty of mushrooms for that, basically. So yeah, so let's go. Speaking of mushrooms, we'll make sure we have those prepared too. Sounds like there's, at a minimum, it's very windy outside right now. It could be a blizzard. So you can see that all that crafting, took quite a while. We're almost approaching midday here. So let's just fill up on some water. See if there's anything else I want to drop here. Okay. Well, let's get going. Let's check the outside. See what we got going on here. Yeah, so we got a blizzard, so that changes our plans. I did want to get out there, get some more stuff. Where are we at? We might be able to craft our deer boots right now, though. I want to check this sapling to see. 89%, so by tomorrow in the game day, we should have it. So to make the boots, what do we need? Deerskin boots. We need 2 deer hides, 4 guts, and the workbench. 1, 2. We have 2 deer hides. We should be able to find 2 cured guts in here somewhere. Was it 2? No, it was 4. It was. And then another one. Okay. Now, eventually it gets real easy because you stack so many things over there. All right. Now, here's something to pay attention to. You see, this only has 5% left. So if I just use this even for 2 hours, this thing's gonna break, and it's gonna break in the middle there. So just use one, it's gonna take a while. That's 12.5 hours it's gonna take. So the thing is, 6 hours usually consumes an entire all of your hydration. I guess that's the word. All my hydration. It consumes all of your water that you have. So we need to make some more water. So I'll make it for 6 hours, and what we'll go do is we'll make some water. That's what we'll do. Maybe the blizzard will be done by then. So we'll put 6 hours into these boots, and we're gonna run out of water. And it'll be time to eat. We're gonna have to find some food. The blizzard is done. I can already hear that. Do we have any firewood inside? We haven't really done any firewood gathering.
So hungry in my life.
Oh, I thought the blizzard was gone because I didn't hear it anymore. Well, change of plans. Let's see what we got. So as you can see,
water.
Your inventory starts to go down. So what happens is when you craft things, if you haven't done it much, you get the crafting materials, and then as you're making it, the further you along progress in making the item, the more of the materials get pulled away here. So if I go here and I say, what do I need now to make the deerskin boots, for example? I'm already making one, so the game is already calculating this for me. If you notice before it said you need 2 deer hides and 4 guts to make the deerskin boots. Now I need half that. That's because I've made half of them. So I'm in the process of making it. So it's not like we leave it over there. I think it still is consuming a space in our inventory. It's right here, but the weight is 0. So it's almost as if during the making of it, as the items are getting pulled out of your inventory, as these raw materials are getting pulled out, that is being taken away from your total weight. And then you don't gain the full weight, I think, until the item is completed. So it'll stay right here. Okay. Well, that little lesson's over. I need to... We have 20 sticks. Not quite enough. We're gonna get some more here. And we're gonna run out of light anyway, so we'll finish the deer boots tomorrow, and then we could probably just make the bow. The blizzard caused us to not... Here, let's get this wheel. How much do we get out of that guy? 3. Now we're hungry, so... Did I get rid of that oil? Yeah, I did.
I could
Must
eat
have put it.
anything.
This is 0.4. No, it's 0.75. I must have put the oil over here. Whoops. Yeah, 0.4. So we're going to use some flour here. We're going to make some battocks. And we'll make water. These on here. Whoops. Well, I needed more charcoal anyway. Trying to get into liking mapping. I usually don't like mapping because it takes so much time to do. Just because in most cases you only get just like a tiny part of the map, and I don't know, but it does come in handy though, so I do encourage mapping. I gotta light a torch here. It does come in handy because it'll reveal to you things on the map that you most likely wouldn't have even known they were there, right? So that's where it comes in handy. Now you can't see on the map wherever you are, so that's one thing it doesn't show you. So like the challenge, the Dark Walker challenge in this game, for example. In that challenge, you open your map up and you can see where you're at, plus you can see where you need to go for the fire, to get to the fire. So okay, we're gonna make some water. Oops. Start some water first because we're gonna need that for the battocks anyway. Let's see how long we can go. We probably won't need to eat.
Need a horse.
We still need to cook our acorns because we're gonna make some powder. 42 minutes till boiled. We have over an hour. The bannock is ready in 27 minutes. I'm gonna eat one more cattail just to be safe. I'm gonna put some more sticks on here because I want to make some more water.
I need to find food.
Yeah, we're making you food, buddy. Let's get filled up on water here. I think the blizzard is still going. How much time have we got? Over an hour. Yeah, we'll be able to do another 2 liters. I mean, our cooking skill's gone up, so we have our decreased cooking times already going on here. So we should be okay. We'll eat the bannock. 15 minutes till that bannock is done. Make another bannock. Okay. Yeah, that blizzard should be all done by morning. Tell you what. Should speed this up here. How are we doing? 30? Yeah, this needs a little bit more.
I need anything right
That's
about
good.
now.
Right. Some more bannocks. Now the food you make, it tends to degrade pretty quickly. You notice I just made this bannock, and well, it's also is calculated by the starting I think quality of your ingredients as well. That factors in to the total quality that you'll get with whatever it is you're actually making. So I can eat this right away. I'm not gonna eat this guy right away, but I'll keep carrying these items with me just as a fallback. Okay, 20 minutes. Yeah, we'll just go to bed after this. Yeah, there's nothing else we'll get out of that. 4 more minutes. Get the water. Okay, yeah, let's go to bed. Let's check our food. Eat the bannock. Got a little bit. We can make 2 more bannocks with that oil. With this, we can make, I think, 6 more bannocks. And I'm just guessing because I haven't fully calculated it. There's something to do with it stays at 0.1. It eventually gets down to 0.1 kilograms, and then you can't make any more. It's just interesting. Okay. Yeah, scurvy is not going to be a problem this early in the game because you're eating things that has a bit of vitamin C in it, so you're fine. But eventually we'll need to balance things out. And the way we do that, an aurora, so the blizzard's over, which means we can craft, so we might as well get that done with. Yeah, now I'm distracted because of the aurora. Okay, yeah, let's get the boots over with. But yeah, then fishing is what I use to combat the scurvy later on. So we'll do this as long as we can. When there's an aurora going on, well, the aurora is right up until the end, so we'll finish our boots here and then we'll move on. The bow will most likely be ready to be made. Yep, there it is, so that we can make the bow now too. So, okay, things are finally happening. Yes. The last 2 episodes I thought were fairly boring because of waiting. When you're waiting for things in the long dark, it can be kind of, well, those are. So we'll either use these for another bow or the travois. We'll probably make the travois after we get back from Ash Canyon. Okay, so it's nice outside, but we need to make this bow. And we might eventually get a cabin fever warning at some point here. Oh, we already have our boots, so let's swap our boots out. Let's see. 0.3 with these stats or this. That looks a little better, right? We can just drop those. And these look kind of cool, so you get some items. I tend to, I don't know, try to decorate a little bit, I suppose, whenever I can place these. I'll just put them back here on the shelf for now. I'll do my decorating later on. Yeah, they're pretty beat up. Look at them. Ugh. Yeah, those are beat up. My combat boots never looked like that when I was active. Okay. Stay focused. We want to make a bow. So 9 hours with the improvised hatchet, or 6.5 hours with the knife. How are we doing on food? Yeah, well, I'm gonna eat this now. I want more of a buffer there. All right, let's do it. We haven't read one of our archery books yet. Target. Is this like on target or something like that? Can we make it? Can we get it done? We got it done. We have our bow. Ladies and gentlemen, there's our bow. We have no arrows yet. We haven't made those yet. We have everything we need to make arrows, but we just haven't made it yet. So, let's see. How's our fatigue? We can't craft anymore, so we can't even craft if we wanted to right now. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Can't do any hunting yet. We need more food, but we can't do any hunting yet. So, and the rabbit pelts are done too. But we're running out of daylight and we need food. So, we want to make the mittens and the hat. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'll do. Think about fishing on Interloper. I'm going to put this back on to get upstairs. Thing about fishing on Interloper is you basically need to do it with always having a fire on, because I don't think that they're, even if you're in like, even if you have like the best gear and you're in that shed, you're gonna be cold. You're not gonna be able to fish without it, without the fire going. So that's the thing about working with or fishing on interlopers. You need to have a fire going all the time. So what I usually do is I usually break down a bunch of the wood around in the cabins, the reclaimed wood, stuff like that, and then I'll use that to try and upskill the fishing. Now, another thing with ice fishing is it's very difficult to upskill in it, in the sense that it's tough to get the fish, number one, especially if your skill set's low. It's just you're gonna burn through a lot of wood is what's happening. I think we have the cabin fever risk already here. Do we? Yeah. So how close is that? Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad because we've been walking around a lot. I'm trying to think of what else we can do until it gets daylight out. We can head over to... If we had an aurora now, I mean, we could make some arrows, but... So I'm going to take what I need to make the arrows with me, just in case. I'll take 2... I mean, just in case I can make them somewhere else real quick once it gets lighter out. So I'm gonna take 2 of those, which will give us 6 arrows. So I'm gonna need 6 arrowheads out of here, and we're going to need, let's see, so 18. We'll need 18 feathers. So we need to move over 14 more. Okay. All right. All right. We have what we need to make the arrows when the time comes. So what I'm going to do is, if there's not a blizzard, let's check. There is a blizzard. Okay. So there's a blizzard most of the day yesterday, during the night, and there's another one right now. So this is what I was talking about earlier in the game when it was, I think it was like up to like day 7, and we hadn't had any blizzard at all yet. Because this is common on Interloper. Just a lot of blizzards. So, what do you do when there's a blizzard and you really can't do anything? and it's nighttime and you can't see. You try to find things you can do in the dark. Is what happens, like this. So usually save, sometimes I'll sharpen when I'm cooking food, um, cooking a carcass. You need to kill some time, right? Or you're trying to warm up, so then you're just like, okay, well, I'll just do a little bit here. So, how are we doing? Our sharpening skill. Yeah, once the sharpening skill gets up close to 100, we'll get 4% improvement per sharpen. Eventually, we will run out of these wet stones. Which is quite interesting because we should be able to find stones in the wilderness to use to sharpen knives. But in the game here, you can only sharpen knives in 2 ways. One way is this way, using a whetstone, and the other way is using the milling machine, I think it's called. And there's 2 of them in the game now. One milling machine is in the Bleak Inlet, the cannery there. One milling machine is in there. Usually go in there to make ammunition on other difficulty levels. I'll do one more, so get 4%. Get up to 100. And the other milling machine is actually in Blackrock. And both milling machines require there to be an aurora before you enter in the first time. Because both of them, it's interesting, the only 2 milling machines in the entire game are secured behind doors with keypads and locks. So it's kind of like, okay, well, part of me is like, yeah, it's cute for one of them, but for all of them, I mean, come on. And I mean, frankly, there has to be an aurora for you to even use it anyway. So yeah, I suppose it doesn't make much of a difference whether it's there or it isn't. All right, so we are going to take a nap for 1 hour, and then we're going to make our arrows, and then we're going to go hunt. All right, let's get our arrows done. No, I don't need that. This guy's really excited to make his arrows, can you tell? Okay, so we first need to make the arrow shafts. You can't select more than one. You can only make 1 arrow shaft at a time. Or I should say 3. I should say you can only process 1 cured birch sapling at a time. Okay, there's that. Simple arrow. We use our tools to speed this up so we can do it by hand or use the tools. The quality tools are a little faster too, so let's see how many. Yeah, so we might as well just get these all done. It is a new game. It is a brand new game, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Cabin fever is still hanging around. We're going to be out of water after that. I am low on firewood, so the thing about hunting on Interloper, I'm going to keep this with me in case I need to make a couple bannocks. But the thing of hunting on Interloper is you need to bring, you do want to bring things to make a decent fire with, enough fuel, ideally some coal. So I think what we might do instead of going this way is where I usually go. I'll probably go this way and head over to, now we can head over to Trapper's Cabin. And wow, we have really nice weather. That's in the evening anyway, so. There's a deer, okay. We need to get all the deer we can. The thing that sucks is I can sneak up on this guy, but I'm not gonna be able to fire a shot while I'm crouched until I'm level 5. So I'm gonna try to get as close as I can. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
I could eat anything right now.
Thing is, it's just more difficult to hunt, especially to get a headshot. See, he detected us that far away. Well, I mean, he's facing us too. I should say she. It's a doe. Where? Yep. So that doe's gonna run. You are going the right way. And now you're going the wrong way. No. You're not supposed to turn. Head towards trappers, if you could. You are not heading towards trappers. You are not behaving. Okay. And the wind sets in. Hopefully, this doe will be dead soon. See if I can spot it up there. Can I spot it anywhere running around? Is that it? That's not it. I would think that deer would still be running around. I don't think that's the deer. Unless it has a arrow in its neck. Oh, here it is. Alright, this is actually a great spot for you to die. Because it's right by a big thing like that. So this thing would take a long time. Let's see how long this thing takes to process. I think you can, yeah. An hour and 18 minutes. An hour and 18. I can do it. Let's do it. Almost lost our well-fed. We're gonna lose it. No. I'm not gonna be able to make a fire and make a bannock right away. Oh. We are gonna lose our well-fed. Oh well. We'll get it back. We have stuff to do here. I'm hoping, since there was a blizzard for like 2 days, that we'll be fine here. We won't need another one. We won't get another one, I should say. Of course we don't need another one. Oh, I got scared for a second. I was like, where's that deer carcass? You better not have despawned on me. Okay. Alright, let's first make our torch. Make our torch, light our torch.
My stomach is eating itself.
Your stomach is eating itself, and we just lost our well-fed. And that's because you, sir, are burning calories too fast. But it's so refreshing. I'm banking that we won't get another blizzard here because we've had one for 2 days. So I'm banking that this fire is going to stay long enough for us to process the entire dough.
Turned out pretty
Pretty
well.
sure it will. And then we'll be able to fill up on our calories. Alright. We're just going to process 2 at a time. Yeah, I think it only takes like 3 game days to get to well-fed anyway, so I think we'll be fine. Now this is when our cooking skill is really going to increase here. So we'll put another one. See, I'm just putting them on incrementally. I'm not saying like I'm going to be here a long time. And then so I'm just going to put a whole bunch of wood on here and then stay here. Because you could easily lose your firewood that way by a blizzard coming in. And it's too windy. And as soon as that sucker gets blown out, it's gone. All that wood is completely gone. Alright. Let's get these. finally hunting. Like, for real. Come on, there we go. Let's get us some calories, start the well-fed clock over. Give me the calories. Oh, that was like hardly any water. You see that as I was drinking that water? It was like dehydrating me. It had a down arrow. That's interesting. Alright, where are we at? 20 or 35? Might as well just harvest all the rest of the meat here. And then we'll grab the hide and guts.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Add another cedar. And I'm gonna, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna drop these plugs. I don't need those. Any more feathers? In between, you know, harvesting, you can search around and see if any more feathers have been deposited. 36, 36. Okay, well, alright, so they'll be done, but they won't be burnt by then, so we'll just get both these guts. The thing about using the hacksaw to harvest is that to repair the hacksaw, we don't need to sharpen it, we just need to use actually a piece of scrap metal. So that's the reason for that. And how much for 54 minutes for the hide? So it's looking pretty good, but I don't want these things to burn. We're gonna need to make some more water here. So how many torches we have? We have 5 torches, that's fine. Because we have our bow now, so I'm not too concerned about not carrying too many. So 50, so we are gonna have to put another one on here. That's gonna take that. Okay, I'm just gonna get the hide. It's not gonna be completely burnt, that piece of meat, so. Finish? Oh no, I pressed escape right before I was done. Oh no. I was getting impatient. No. Well, we'll get 2 more liters of water out of it. So what happened was, I did that and I was anticipating being done after this animation here. And I pressed escape, because you gotta press escape to get out of the menu. But if I press escape, it canceled it. And apparently all that progress had been lost. Apparently. So, oh well. We got a good amount of water now. And food. And weapons. We are set. But we stink. So, there is that. You're a set, sir, but you stink. Man, you stink. Okay, so the way back to the cabin's up this way. You can't really see very well, but yeah. We'll hit the railroad up this way here. We'll drop the majority of the meat. At this stage in the game, I really don't care if I'm carrying around meat with me or not, because I'm just gonna literally kill anything that comes near me. Like those wolves. So. Yeah, there's our first customer. Sir, I can't see very well, but I see you there. Do you want to step right up? Do you want to see? Do you want to do this? I think you want to do this, sir. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. And we did it. So that wasn't my best shot. It kind of got in the back here. Oh, we have another customer. All right, sir, we're gonna place you right next to your guy here. So as you see, I walk forward because I'm gonna back up as he's coming. I'm gonna start his charge by doing this. He might start going. I'm gonna keep backing up. And then he decided to what happened there? Did I get this one? How many arrows do I have? Yeah, I got 6. So what happened there was at the last second he got scared, and then so he started to go in like, well, I'm gonna flee now instead of keep charging you. So I was able to get him there anyway. Now, what to do? Well, I don't want to waste these hides are the thing. And I don't want to get too cold. Excuse me, what do I have for wood? Well, tell you what, let's harvest one of these guys. Man, that's a long time. 1 hour. Tell you what, I'm just gonna get the hides off these guys for now. If they're still here and I see them later, I might grab the guts, but sometimes I forgo just grabbing the guts. Oh, we got some feathers here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the damage for the cold because I'm not gonna make a fire just for this. So the plan is, I mean, we'll make a wolfskin coat in the beginning here. And I still don't know exactly where I'm going because now I'm all turn around. So since the wolves are so plentiful, I make the wolfskin coat in the beginning. And I'm just gonna have to keep going straight here until I figure out where I'm going. And then we usually have enough bear coats by then, bear hides, to make a bear coat. And then for a while you'll see that I will wear the wolfskin coat on the outside and I'll wear the bearskin coat underneath because the wolves are so plentiful. So it doesn't take much to repair, it only takes a hide, a wolf hide. I'm trying to look for landmarks here. Because I thought I knew where I was with the doe when I was chasing that doe. But they've done such a good job with the graphics here on this game with the snow and everything. It's very, very realistic. If you've ever tried to find your way in heavy snow in a blizzard. And I think I found my way. This is the area where there's usually other deer and some rabbits. Go up that way to the tower. And then over this hump here is the railroad tracks. And I think I already grabbed the acorns for this.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
Yeah, he doesn't know why he's getting tired again. Yeah, I already got those. Yeah, so the camp office is right over the tracks there. So, all right, yeah, we got food. We have our bow and arrow. We're hunting. It is now a game. Welcome to the game. So the game started on day 20. But yeah, it's just until you get your bow and arrow on Interloper, it's a different game until that happens. Once that happens, different game. And then you start to get overconfident. I am very thankful though. I've had 3 kills so far since I've had this bow, and I've recovered every arrow. Which doesn't always happen. Like when we go to Blackrock, I will be bringing about 15 arrows with me, and also probably 2 saplings to make 6 more arrows later on. because I use a lot of arrows in Blackrock because of those timber wolves. Ptarmigans are here. I don't think I can see them well enough to hit them. Let's see if I can see them. I heard him, but I can't see him that well, so I'm not even gonna waste the arrow. Okay. Actually, so our cabin fever risk will be going down here because we've been outside. We are heavy. We are taking damage from hypothermia, so. I'm just trying to listen for footprints. Okay, I usually drop all my meat out here. Right outside the door here. It's cold storage. I'll keep that one because we're going to go to sleep. And then we need to drop the pelts. I need a wolf skin pile. We'll make our wolf skin pile right here. There we go. And drop another deer hide. And then drop these guts. Yeah, we'll head that way. We got to get the hammer, so I'm going to head that way right after we get done sleeping here. We're going to head back to Trappers, get the hammer. On the way, we're going to grab those guts, I think. If the weather's behaving. Everything I say in this game is mostly if the weather's behaving. Cabin fever is not the biggest deal because you just can't sleep indoors for just 24 hours, so you essentially walk around like a zombie for a while, unless you can find like a cave you can sleep in. But I mean, that's really about it. Okay. So now let's get going. We need to get back outside. Got some cabin fever stuff still going on here. We do need to make some more things. What do we got? I want to go get those guts. So let's just make our trip over there. And I'm going to go the other way, this way. I'm not going to go straight that way because I'd have to circle around anyway to get to where the wolves are, so. Yeah, let's just do this. It's not that cold out. It's going to feel warmer as soon as we get the, we need to get the hat and the mittens made. And then we probably make the deerskin pants. And then we'll make the coats after that. We just need 2 more wolf skin pelts. And then we need a total 4 to make the wolfskin coat. So that'll help quite a bit. By then, I should have, before we even make the wolfskin coat, we will have gotten our first bear. The bear, luckily, is spawning over that way. I should probably make a trip over there and get him to start his respawn clock over. I should say to start his respawn clock. There can be 1 or 2 deer over here, but they must have heard that I have my bow now, so they're not over here. The rabbits that I have killed have not respawned yet, it looks like. So, yeah. And I didn't fill up on food. I usually fill up on food before I leave the cabin, but this is a very short trip. So we actually don't stink at all right now because we have no food on us. We have no raw meat on us, and we have no pelts or guts on us. So I need more sticks. Alright. It is a game. Day 20 it took me to get that bow. Or was it day 19? It's probably day 19. But yeah, the thing about getting the bow is, on Interloper, there are those wolves. If you start your run, and if you find the hacksaw early, then you're in very good shape. Because then you can start harvesting things right away, even if they're frozen, the carcasses. And you can start your saplings curing right away. So, yeah, it's a really good thing. We'll get these guts. What are guts used for? So guts are used for fishing line. They're used for line, like sewing thread. You know, not sewing thread, but they're used to make. Well, it is used for sewing thread through. So the way it works is you can use the. So what happens is you end up replacing your sewing kits. When we run out of sewing kits, you end up replacing those with hooks and guts that we turn into line, and then we turn it into fishing tackle. So scrap metal and guts are what you use to repair, to sew with, basically. Because we'll eventually run out of cloth. Tell you what, I'm going to go over this way, because there's a chance we'll run into more saplings this way. There's one sapling down the other way. The other way, you guys aren't going to know what I'm talking about, but I'll show you. I think that sapling is there, the one that I'm thinking of. We'll just have to see. Okay, yeah, so I'm coming this way because... So this is where the frozen river before, I was saying it would take us down here. Oh, I hear a bear. Oh, there he is. Man, the thing with these bears is they can be near you and in front of you, but they won't necessarily spawn right there. And then you have to move the camera around like I was showing before in another run. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is how you get a bear. It's not that windy. So what's going to happen now is, actually I'm going to pause it real quick so I can talk through it. Okay, so what's going to happen now is he's about that distance, You want him far enough away to where you can start a fire and still have him a good amount of distance away when you're done starting the fire. So I'm probably going to back up a little more here because I'm going to put some more distance in between us. Then I'm going to start the fire. Once I have the fire lit and I have at least an hour of time on it, I'm going to move to the side away from the fire, and then I'm going to hit him in the head, or as close to the head as I can. Because if you hit him while you're behind the fire, he's going to run off. Okay, and then it's just then you're going to have to look for him. If you hit him when you don't have protection on the fire, he's going to start charging you. Once he starts charging you, then you go back to the fire and he'll halt. He'll just stay there because he was in charge mode and now he's just halting. Okay. Then you wait. You execute a wait, like for about an hour, and then you just wait for him to bleed out. And chances are, if you do this right, he'll collapse right in front of us and we won't have to chase him. So that is the game. Now let's see if we can do it. So I'm going to back up here because I need to be able to start this fire, and I'm probably going to use an accelerant. I don't have any accelerants. Dang it. Okay, tell you what. Let's do this. So you got to do this quick. Alright. Alright, hopefully it starts. If it doesn't start here, we're going to have to look up where he is and we're going to have to back up again.
Come on.
Looks like it will start. Okay, so we're good.
Turned
So
out
I
pretty
need...
well.
No, I don't need this torch right now. I need this. So now... Okay, so I'm going to hit him. And then I'm going to run over to the fire. Right, run over to the fire. Wait. He hasn't bled out yet. He's gonna run off now when I hit him. No, he wasn't. And the reason he didn't is because his health was already too low. So here's my other arrow. And here's the headshot. I got him right here. Alright, so we got our first bear. So we know the other bear spawn is around here. Most likely over that way. There's a cave over that way, I think. And then the other bear spawn is by the Mystery Lake. Okay, so what are we going to do here? It is near the evening. It's fairly windy. We don't have... We can't eat him anyway. Okay, and we don't... We can't eat his meat anyway, and we mostly just need his hide. So what we're going to do is we're just going to harvest him. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go to this deer blind quick to see if there's anything in here. I haven't checked this deer blind yet. Oh, we got a whetstone.
What have we here?
45% fire striker. Yes. Now that we have the fire striker, we can do things like this. We can have here, we can have our torch out, and we can accidentally click, and it won't expend a match. Watch. Ooh, look at that. So, you might want to not. You might want to leave your fire striker at 5% and never use it, and just carry it around with you just for this reason. Because I can't tell you how many times I've had this torch out, and I click the left mouse button, and I just wasted a match. Because I didn't even want to light one then yet. Okay. We'll use the knife. It's faster. And if we can stand the damage, how are things going here? We're gonna do one gut at a time to see how things go. 14 minutes. And until I start taking damage, I'll stay and keep getting guts. Okay, that was one gut. No wolf around. I'm gonna keep my bow out. So, yeah, when I'm done harvesting, he'll bring up the bow right away. Right. We are still doing good. Yep, we can get another gut. Once you get the travois, you can basically put the entire bear inside the travois
Need to find some place to
and
escape
still
this
be able to
cold.
move and get it and move it somewhere. Get some more. Yeah, I think we're done. We had enough. Yeah, we got 3 guts in the hide, so I mean that's good enough. All right. I am out of cattails, so I'm just gonna grab some more as we're heading back here. Tell you what, I'll probably just take the river up and just do that. Yeah, once you have your bow and arrow, you got a good supply of meat going. It's always a good idea to just keep, you want to keep, I'd say at least 10 cattails stalks on you. But you'll often see me carry a little bit more than that, maybe up to 20. And I'll cap it at 20. We have another customer. He's over there somewhere. I just don't see him yet. Okay, so this is how I get wolves. So this is a flat surface. This is great. You want a flat surface. I'm gonna charge at ideally, so he's not bouncing around on the elevation there. And then you want to aim, and then I just hold the backup because he's gonna zigzag. He might zigzag a little bit, and I just wait for him to come to me. Back up, keep going. There he goes. I got a good shot, and then he gets scared, and then I just kill him right then and there. Yeah, they get scared sometimes like that. I'm just take the damage, grab his coat. The wind stopped.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, so we're heavy with pelts. And what else was that? Oh, it's another cat stock, so. Okay, so another wolf dead. We've killed 3 wolves, which is fantastic. Um, so this is why we have a wolfskin coat in the beginning, because they're just so plentiful. The game does get easier later once you get to cooking level 5, because we can eat then the bear and the wolf without worrying about parasites. Intestinal parasites, so I think with the mechanics of the Long Dark, I think you can get away with, you can eat one, until you're cooking level 5, I think you can eat one piece of wolf meat or one piece of bear meat at a time and wait for the warning. So once you eat one, the warning then comes up. Okay, that you could get intestinal parasites. Then what happens is then if you eat another one while the warning is up, I think it guarantees that you will then get the intestinal parasites. But I think that's what the risk is. So I've seen some players, I think, like, oh, I can eat one, so they just eat like one complete piece of meat, a wolf meat or bear meat, and then the warning comes up, and then I'm like, okay, I got my warning, so then I don't have any more for until that warning is gone, basically. So it's all about the warnings, I think, with that. I just don't even mess with it, to be honest with you, because I have had intestinal parasites before on this game, and it is brutal going through the intestinal parasite, especially on Interloper, going through that. Because I think the behavior of the disease intensifies with the difficulty level as well. So on Interloper, intestinal parasites is much more difficult to deal with than, say, you know, on like Voyager or something like that. So there's the duration, and I think it's the intensity that changes. So we broke one arrow. Now we're down one arrow, so we have to go make another one. So we only have 5. I'll just head back over this way. If there is a rabbit bouncing around here, we'll grab him, but I don't see one. And the deer are still gone, too. They're still gone. So that bear most likely would have bled out with that 1 hour wait by the fire.
It's dusk,
Uh,
so night can't be far
One,
behind.
if I hit him in a better place, or 2, my archery skill is at like level 5, like master. Because the bleed time decreases as your archery skill increases. Now we'll have our first bear pelt curing. What we'll do the next game day is we're gonna go get that other bear, so that we have 2 bear pelts curing at roughly the same time. So they'll be about the same time. They'll be done together, and then we'll be able to make the bearskin coat. Now, in the beginning of the game, I think you need to focus on getting 9 bear pelts. So the reason you want 9 going is you can use 2 each for the bearskin coats, so that's 4. So that's 4 gone, so there's 5 left. Then you can use two other ones to make the bearskin bedroll. That just brings you up to 6, and then you have 1 hide each for repairing, for the repairing of both of those. So you do need to get as many bears as possible. I forgot to eat real quick. Yeah, we need to do more hunting anyway, so yeah, the next day we'll get a another bear, and then we'll get another deer here because we need to get more food. So, all right, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna drop the hides. Okay, this is, I usually put the bear skins over here to cure. Bear skin right there. Another wolf pelt. And I don't think we didn't have another deer one, did we? No, this is just the bear pelt, another wolf, and then guts, basically. Alright, and there we have it. And then I'm going to exit out, exit back in so we can get a save. Go back in. Alright, everyone, I think this was my favorite episode so far, because we got so much stuff done. And there's more to do, and we are now hunting again. So that's just wonderful. Alright, everyone, take care. We'll see you at the next episode.